Hello, today we're speaking with Pierre-Alexandre Entraygues. You will pronounce it correctly yourself. He is co-founder of Hexaglobe, France. Hello, Pierre-Alexandre. So
Hello.
can you pronounce correctly your full name?
Yes, my full name is Pierre-Alexandre Entraygues.
Yeah, it's prima. Thanks a lot. So how many years ago have you created Hexaglobe?
We created Hexaglobe, I think it was, yes, it was already 16 years ago.
16?
Yes, 16 years ago.
Wow.
It's quite old company now. At the beginning, we were more a service provider, a network service provider, and now we work only in the broadcast and OTT business.
And who are your typical clients?
Our clients are internet full players, which have video platforms, and broadcasters, which provide movies or sport event, classic broadcast channel, and multiplex online.
And how does your work with clients start? For example, new client comes to you, and how do you start to work with him? Maybe first it is consultancy and then something else, or could you describe the process?
Oh, we have a lot of use case because
maybe
we have a lot of products which we use in part or totally depending on the projects. Some of our customers want a full solution. So we can sell them transcoder. We provide in their on-premise, and after we transfer the transcoding stream to our data centers, and we will provide them live transcoding, clipping solution, and CDN services, and even the video platform to offer to the client experience through application or websites or smart TV applications too.
And do you integrate different vendors as one TV platform?
We have our own solution. We work a lot with open source solution. We can share with our customer if they want to involve in the development too. It's possible. And thanks to this open source ecosystem, we can address a very large kind of solution and be able to be on all the screens, all the smart TV, all the environment of the application on iOS, Android, and all the Roku, Samsung, LG, all these kind of providers.
What is your most strong impression after IBC, which was recently in Amsterdam?
Oh, our impression was after 2 years, a lot of things changed.
For example, what changed?
Now we talk a lot about fast, which is now very the new way to brand and to deliver content online. This new ecosystem is very interesting. It's offer a real new challenge for a company like us. It's and we developed some solution about it, and we are very happy to see that the vendors and the customers are in this new challenge.
But personally, do you like these new fast things? Because we are coming back to advertisement, which is horrible. In my opinion, advertisement is very bad.
Yes, but advertisement and the capability to create custom and very a lot of third-party channel from your main content, which can be you can now with before being able to have your channel customized per region or to have multiple channels with your content on a lot of region was very costly. It was only for very large network. Now there is solution to do that for smaller actors, which can best promote and best use their content thanks to this solution, I think.
And so your company offers multiple products and services. And on IBC, what products or services had the most of the interest from the people who were on IBC?
Oh, this year's we have a lot of customers which are interesting by our analytics solution. It's our last product, which is an analytics which use the data from CDN, from event we get from the players and from the DRM providers. We create a solution which lets you are able to track bugs in production, to fix them, to monitor all the quality of your CDN, and to take decision about if your CDN is good for your region, if you need multiple CDN, or this kind of things.
So it is big demand to data, big data analytics.
Big data analysis and the quality, because now quality online for OTT services is not an option. Service provider wants the same quality they offer in broadband and on their OTT services too.
And apart from fast channels and big data analysis, what other trends have you detected on IBC in the industry?
For the broadcast part, the SDI is less and less used. Now we use the NDI proprietary protocol is very used as a SMPTE is a game changer too for people working in the broadcast part.
And what about low latency? Do you have any solutions for that? Because it's also very popular now.
Yes, for sport, low latency is very important. We create a server solution for low latency. We have a WebRTC compatible CDN to broadcast content thanks to WebRTC. So WebRTC is very useful. You are sub-second to deliver the content, but like there is no buffer, the end user connection must be very, very good. So most of the time when we offer WebRTC services, we offer a fallback to a classic low latency dash or HLS stream too. The usage of WebRTC is a game changer because before with HLS or dash we were multiple seconds latency between the transcoding and the delivery, and to be under half a second, it's very good. We have a lot of customers in the horse racing and horse betting company, and for them it's very important because they can't allow people to bet as soon as the race starts. And if it's not synced with what the people are seeing online, they don't understand why they can't bet if they don't see the horses already starting the race.
Yeah. So Hexaglobe provides many services, many products, but if we describe it in one word, in which niche or which segment or what type of company do you have? If one, two words, what is your business about?
Our business is to offer end-to-end efficient solution and to integrate in the ecosystem of the customer. So we select which part of our technical solution are good for him. And with the help of integrators, we can address those technical solution we have. It can be the CDN part, it can be the transcoding part, it can be multiple parts to fix the problem our customer met. It can be reducing the latency, having better metrics of the end user experience, or a lot of topic about transcoding, delivery, and monetizing the content.
And for example, if I'm a broadcaster or ISP or telco, how can I make solution which company to choose to improve my TV platform or create or develop TV platform? Because multiple companies offer some of the services, OTT, CDN, low latency, etc. And for people who are not very deep in this business, this is very difficult to make any choice, to understand to whom, where should I go? So how can ISP or broadcaster understand that his company needs you, exactly your company?
Because we have like we are in the industry for a long time, we have a lot of references. So when a customer have a new use case, a part of his use case or his use case was already done by our teams in part. So most of the time, the challenging part is not all the project, is just a part of the project. And most of the time, what really need, there is a lot of solution, like you say, and most of the time, what need people is to integrate it well with his ecosystem. And what is very important and what is not on a product you can buy and install yourself is how I integrate with all the metadata I have, all the media, how I make an efficient workflow for my use case. And a lot of people design things or which can't be used with a standard solution. So most of the time, you need to adapt and to create the workflow which is efficient for the customer.
And can we say that Hexaglobe is a system integrator for TV platforms or not?
We are not a system integrator. We can provide end-to-end solution, but it's all the time our own solution. So we don't integrate a third-party solution. We integrate our product we know with third-party solution.
And during these 16 years, from which countries do you have clients?
Sorry?
From which countries are your clients?
Our customers are mainly in Europe. We are based in France, so we have a lot of company in France, but we have two in Croatia, in Belgium, in Africa too. And we are mainly focused on the European customers, but our customers address worldwide end user.
And if we compare African clients and European clients, what would be the main difference in these markets? Maybe differences in technologies, in communication, in services, in something.
Yes, for what we provide in Africa, there is two things very different. In Europe, the network is pretty good. You don't need very expensive CDN or a dedicated infrastructure on premise to help an operator to have a solution. In Africa, a lot of networks are not well connected for video. So you need to build specific and to have this in mind when you create solution for Africa. It's changing very fast. In the past few years, there is a lot of progress this side made by telcos, but it's still something we have to have in mind when we create something for this area. The other part is the payment. In Africa, we use a lot, we integrate with a lot of biller, which are mobile operator, like Orange or Move or this kind of operators. So the end user is directly billed on his mobile phone invoice, and Visa is not used as much as in Europe.
And what future trends do you detect now? Maybe after visiting IBC or communicating with people inside industry, what will be in the 5, 10, 20 years in the industry?
For the industry, it's we think the fast model is just at the beginning, and we are going for per customer dedicate channel with a lot of customization per user for to address his needs, to mix live VOD advertising, to really customize the user experience. And for us, the future of broadcast is not one channel for everybody. It will be one channel per viewer, which some program in common, but a lot of different experiences.
But big personalization as well as unicast demand a lot of energy. How can the industry become more green and more sustainable if we consume more and more energy with all of this personalization?
Yes, it uses energy, but now a lot of our servers and network infrastructure use the same energy we used 10 years ago, but for 10 times capacity more. So it still uses a lot of energy, but it doesn't use so much more than before. We for the what we call our social and environmental impact, we develop solution to avoiding transcoding the video content if nobody is watching it. We create a smart transcoding solution which transcode only what is needed. So we avoid transcoding channel for people watching it on iPhone if nobody is using an iPhone at this moment. And we can create this transcoding as far as someone is loading the application, and 2 seconds later, the live is on for him. It's totally transparent for end user. So we work for this kind of solution. And for the other part, we are starting being carbon neutral. We make all our we calculate all our emission this year, and starting next year we will plant trees to compensate all our carbon emission.
Plant trees where?
It's made through association. They choose the best country, and they gave us back a certificate to justify it was made in the correct way, and it was not just a fake fake certificate.
And do you help your clients to move to clouds? Do you work with clouds?
Yes, we work with clouds. For us, clouds is interesting, but it's very interesting for all which is event driven. For example, well, if the channel are watch 24 hours clock, most of the time it's more efficient to deploy on-premise solution. Because it costs, we can create the infrastructure nearby the operators, and it will cost less because you buy one hardware and you use it all the time. And the same with the environmental problems. We don't use a lot. We use less infrastructure because there is not the needs to go in the cloud and to go back outside the cloud to the end user customer. For us, the cloud is very efficient when you have a lot of event and you won't use your infrastructure all the time. For example, we have some customer we deployed solution on the cloud because they, for example, they will broadcast 10 soccer event at the same time, but only 10 times per year. So they don't need to acquire and to manage a solution on premise. It's far better to use the cloud for this kind of solution. We use a lot of cloud too to present all our next features and all the pre-production solution, which will move fast, and so we can test different kind of hardware too.
And during your 16 years in Hexaglobe, what was the evolution of the company? How did it change? How did you change? How changed your understanding of the market?
Oh, it changed a lot, because at the beginning, when we talk to people in the broadcaster company, the website was something managed by most of the time by the communication department. It was more presentation of the company.
Yes.
And when you arrive, say, oh, you can put a live stream of your channel. They say, yes, but it was a small thing, not very integrated with all the information system of the channel. And after, company start creating a full team of web developers, marketing, and very focused on their OTT and digital market. That was the first step. And during all this step, the technology changed all the time, and really game-changing technology like streaming with HLS, change of video player. At the beginning, when we start, a video player was using the flash technology, and after there was all the rise of the mobile and application, which is a game changing too. At the beginning, we didn't provide with the product. It was more very quick development, which were able to use the last technology because our customer really needed them. It wasn't an option to write multiple hours to develop a real product to start using them. As it was the beginning, they didn't expect to have a very good a guaranteed quality of experience all the time. There wasn't a lot of market advertising income. It was the beginning. Now we are more in a stable and industrial approach. We have the same workflow and kind of tools we use in the broadcast and OTT. We test the product. We release only a very stable product. There is no new technology. Each 6 months we are thinking, oh, we really need them now because it will change the way people use the content.
And what is most challenging in your job now?
Now, what is challenging? It's still to develop the new technology.
What kind of new technologies?
The fast challenge is based on how we adapt the manifest and how we have the content at the right place at the right moment to optimize the storage and the resources to provide those services.
Mm-hmm. So, and what are your plans for the next 16 years? How are you going to develop the company?
Oh, it's a very difficult question, because I think if 16 years ago you asked me this question, I will never imagine that today we are using 4K online, and it's still not available on the classical broadcasting system. For us, 16 years ago, the quality was very poor, and the experience was. We can't imagine how fast the things are going. So in 16 years, I don't know. Perhaps we will watch TV thanks to things we will have on our eyes, or perhaps directly injected in our brain. I don't know. There was very crazy technology which are creating.
And what do you like the most about working in Hexaglobe? What inspires you the most?
What inspires the most is the research. All the research made in the AI part. It's very inspiring for us to understand what is doing on the AI part. We are watching what is doing in the blockchain technology too. We still didn't find a very good usage for our customer of the blockchain, but we think that one day something could be very interesting in this domain.
And yeah, can you share some interesting outcome of research in AI?
We use AI to automate the metadata generation on the video content, because the problem with video is not that like with full text. The video is very hard to crawl to find what you are thinking in the video content if you don't have metadata on it. And before, it was very costly. It was people needed to do the speech to text by themselves, to annotate which people are on each scene, what you can see. It was very time consuming. Now with AI, we develop a solution to have our own speech-to-text workflow and to detect objects on the scene, to automatically understand when the scene change. So it enrich what we know about the content. It helps our customer to better clip the content when they have they want to extract from their live stream some parts for the VOD to publish on social media, for example. It helps to the recommendation engine to offer best content. And
yeah, recommendation engine is definitely one of the huge trends nowadays. But the second trend is about aggregation of data. Do you do anything about aggregation, like super aggregator?
No, we are not exactly in this business.
And yeah, what do you think, what do you consider to be the strongest part or side of Hexaglobe, of your company?
The side?
The strongest, what are you excellent in?
We are very good for when you have a complex workflow to create the solution which will manage and be well integrated with your solution. We are one of our last development, and so I think when we are more advanced today, it's for in the AI part, for the metadata part. I think we are one of the best face recognition algorithm for movies. And another part we are very proud is our quality of experience analysis. We develop a solution which integrates all the content from CDN players and DRM provider to be able to understand what was the end user experience. So we can detect if he had a problem with his internet connection, his player, or a lot of other things.
Is there something important that we didn't discuss, but which should be mentioned? Maybe we forgot something.
I think we did talk about a lot of things we are doing.
Yes.
We do so much. Our company is a bit difficult to describe because we live with the experience of our customers, and we created a lot of our products, and we still create the roadmap of our products with our customers. For us, they know what they need, and we need to discuss with them to have the best product. So our place is a bit between the research and our customer to create our product thanks to this two world.
Well, thank you very much, Pierre-Alexandre. It was very interesting, and I wish you a lot of success with Hexaglobe.
Thank you very much.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.